Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I just posted a video a minute ago with an article from the American side coming via Ukraine that United States, more precisely Kirby from the White House, told Ukraine to start negotiating with Russia because Russia will not withdraw from wherever it got. And Mark Milley said, that's all you can do. We probably will not be able to provide you with more weapons. So Kirby gave Ukraine two variables, two things where Ukraine can wiggle left and right, which is pick the spot, right, and the time. The Americans did not give the Ukrainians the option of if start or if not start. So that was already taken. The decision was made by the Americans. You will start. Now it's up to you where and when. And believe me, and if you don't want to believe me 2 times. Like Jim Morrison, The Doors, love me 2 times. Believe me 2 times then, if you don't believe me 1 time. They will have to start soon. But negotiations does not mean end of the war and a peace treaty right there. No, negotiations could extend for a long period of time. Now that's in the video I made 5 minutes ago. Now in this video, in this article that I have here, the weasels, which is the paid corporate mass media, finally tells us something that we knew for a while, that there are cracks in the alliance, the countries supporting Ukraine. We knew that from the very beginning. Not everybody was like, yeah, willy-nilly, let's go. Like in the First World War, they were going to the front singing. That's how they were going, the German armies. And not only. We were all happy they're going to settle scores. It was not like that in this matter. They were like, okay, let's go, god damn it. So that's how it was. For some countries, we're going to make a lot of money. Other countries, yeah, maybe we get rid of that evil Russia. I'm talking about the Poles and the Lithuanians and all those over there. So this article comes from NBC News. Gotta be true. It's coming from November 18, 2022. Splits emerge among Ukraine allies over whether Ukraine should negotiate with Russia. Those splits were from the get-go, okay? And not to negotiate, not to even start. But hey, you got the big boss telling you, get the fuck over there, you'll do it. So, a split appeared to be opening, like it's right now emerging. It's been there. Patricia Smith, that's her name, of the author of this article. A split. You see how softly she starts? A split appeared to be opening. No, the split is there, is bigger than a canyon. What do you want? Grand Canyon in the United States. What are you talking about? Appeared. It's there. This week among Ukraine supporters over whether its government should sit down for peace talks with Russia. Okay, good job. What's her name? Smith. Patrick. I said Patricia. The same. Anyway. So, no offense to my Patrick viewers. I like that name anyway. So, some US political and military officials have questions whether the war could even be concluded through force, with diplomatic talks the inevitable outcome. But senior figures in Ukraine and in neighboring countries in Eastern Europe, we know who those are, and Central Europe, who were once part of a wider Russian empire. False, Patrick! You're a weasel! You're a fucking weasel! It was no Russian empire, it was a Soviet, right? Anyway. Soviet Empire, Russian Empire, have rejected the idea that Kiev should sit down and talk terms with Moscow. And I'm quoting. The thing is, it's true that it was once a Russian Empire who that at one point had influence in certain Eastern European countries and had certain countries under its dominance. And and then the Soviet Union again. So he's partly weasel. Okay, let's be okay with that. Now, and I'm quoting, we should be in a position where we dictate to Ukraine. We shouldn't be in a position where we dictate to Ukraine with other conditions for peace, if they are fighting for their own survival. Czech foreign minister was quoted as saying in an interview with The Guardian on Friday. He was summing up the feeling of many in the countries bordering Ukraine or Russia. Your Czech Republic, yeah, you have them a lot because you're safe where you are. He was summing up the feelings of many in the countries bordering Ukraine or Russia. And some were saying something else, but you don't want us to hear about the something else. In a separate interview with the Times of London, Lepavsky, and this is the foreign minister, I tried not to avoid mentioning his name, but now I have to, accused Russia of behaving like a 19th century colonial empire. All right, Mr. Lepavsky, can you name one country that has about 153 bases around the world, military bases? Okay, you don't know, you're an idiot. It's the United States of America. Okay, is it Russia? No. So, who's behaving more like a colonial empire? Can you tell me where are the armies of the United States in the world? Are the Russian armies close to the United States? Are they close to Czech Republic? You say no, or you said yes, or you don't know because you're an idiot, or you're a bad person, or both. Are the US troops closer to Russian borders? You say yes or no, or you don't know that either? Yeah, the same is valid. You're an idiot. Okay, so this is a guy who is a foreign minister or a prime minister. What the hell are you here? Foreign minister. So that means he must be a diplomat. He must know history. He must know strategy. He must know geography, geopolitics. He has to be an expert. This is what he says. Behaves like one. Really? Your boss is 50,000 times more behaving like a colonial power than those guys. And not to defend Russia, but that's the fact. You bring the facts to me. You, the one who don't agree with me. Anyway. So, and his comments summing up the feelings of many in the countries bordering Ukraine or Russia came after Joint Chief of Staff Chairman General Mark Milley on Wednesday repeated his view that the winter could provide a window for diplomatic solution. If the military tells you to go and negotiate, that's bad. Talks about diplomacy, a military who likes war, that's his job. Where that's the chance for him to excel in a war. That's how he's gonna shine in his little, ranks. He said that the United States and scores of countries are financially backing Ukraine and will do so for as long as it takes. It seems this is the end of the line for you guys. He also said that while it was nearly impossible for the Kremlin to win, it would be also difficult for Kiev to remove Russian President Vladimir Putin's forces from the 20% of Ukraine already occupied. So, I'm quoting, if there's a slowdown in the tactical fighting, that might become a window, possibly it may not, for a political solution, or at least the beginning for talks to initiate a political solution. Milley said, the general, the diplomat general. We know how diplomat he is. Politically, there may be a solution where Russia withdraws. That's possible, he said. You want to negotiate from a position of strength. Russia right now is on its back. Okay, good job. Ukraine has retaken significant swaths at lands, blah, blah, blah. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has previously said he would negotiate with Putin, but appeared later soften his position because Biden said, and not Biden, it was, what's his name, Sullivan. Jake Sullivan said, hey, your expectation, your little points to start with are unrealistic. The Russians will never start. So that means we understand that, so we're not going to support you. So calm down, take it easy, boy. It's not that he just realized by that, like this guy Patrick says. However, he told the group of 20 meeting in Bali, Indonesia on Tuesday, and I'm quoting, Ukraine should not be offered to conclude compromises with its conscious sovereignty, territory, and independence. No, but we're going to just not provide you with anything. And you fight on your own, and you're going to lose. How about that? What options you want? Like this, we're going to make sure that you stay alive, and you have your millions in the bank, and nothing will happen. You will stay be in power for some time. What do you want? We just move out. We're not going to provide you with anything. They're going to come and kill you. They're going to take over. They will, eventually. Or you want to still play the Napoleon in the modern era, or Alexander the Great here, and everybody's going to invite you to make pictures on the Time magazine and with all the idiots, actors, mimes, court gestures that right now they are the ones who, oh my God, look, Sean Penn pulled his Oscar from his butt and put it on the table. This is going to be here, yes. I don't fucking want your weasel academy full of Zelenskys. I don't want that. Take it off. And all this. I remember Ben Stiller came over there, another Zelensky. And about 2 more, but I don't want to get into it right now. I went deep I went too deep there already, so I don't want to go deep again. So Michael McFaul, the U.S. ambassador to Russia from 2012 to 2014. That's the guy with the phone with Miss how do we call what's her name? Victoria Nuland, I think that's the person. Said that while many would back the idea of peace talks, not anyone would believe Putin would negotiate in good faith. Yeah, shut your pie. You just overthrew a government over there in 2014, democratic elected. So shut your pie hole. Baltic nations. We don't care about those. That's 5 million people. You can zip it. But anyway, I gotta do it. Baltic nations have long warned Russia's militaristic ambitions. This Estonia Prime Minister Kaja Kallas, not the other Kallas, the opera singer, said in a speech, Maria Callas, Tuesday, that unless Kremlin gives up on its goal to conquering new territory in Ukraine, it's hard to believe in prospect of real peace talks. You know, and then again to Milley and then Washington say, hey guys, you gotta cut the crap. Eastern Europeans and those in Central Europe want to defeat not only just Putin army, but also the idea of Russian imperialism, he added. Yeah. Too much to talk. I'm already at minute 12:31. How much long you got? I got a whole evening. Anyway, I gotta close this. So I'm just saying that there's no evidence the Russians want to conquer that. They intervene Europe or whatever weasel countries over there. Why would they? To get those guys who hate them, their guts, to get them over there to do what? Even if they swallow Poland, that's 40 million people. Russia's was 140. Ukraine was 40 million people, so there would be 80 million people. That's more than half of Russia. Why would you want 80 million hostile people? And plus the 5 million from the weasel Baltic states, more than half of, you want that? I don't think so. And what are you gonna get? What are you gonna get? What do you get from Lithuania? You tell me. What the fuck you have over there? You have gold? You have oil? We don't need oil. What do you have? Nothing. You have cows, grass, and water. Fish. Did you look at Russia? I think it can get its fish from around the world, right? What do you have, Poland, over there? What do you have that Russia will need? Oh, they want us to work like slaves for them. Okay, all right, okay. Anything else? You got women? Okay, anyway. Move on. Ukraine, what do you have? Oh, you got some things. Anything that the Russians don't have? No. But will help? Yeah. But would you have to get the humans with you? What are you going to do with your humans? Anyway, that's stupid. That's stupid, the whole theory. Oh, the Russians want to conquer. No, you killed the Russians in the eastern Ukraine. And they said stop for 8 years. So what do you want? Bomb and that's it. That's what happened. And then, I got a bruise. Daddy. That's what happened anyway. I'm glad these guys are going to negotiate, or at least start negotiations. And this is not going to change anything in NATO, trying to destroy Russia, those weasel countries still hating Russia. If you look in the history, you'll find out that Poland is not that innocent as it says it is. Just look in history what they did with the countries around them. I'll give you an example, Moldova. How many times they invaded Moldova? Hello? Did they get to Kiev? Hello? Did they get to Moscow? Hello? What the fuck? A little bit of history. They even signed treaties with Hitler. Nazi, remember? When Czechoslovakia was invaded by Germans, what did the Poles do? They invaded and they got a portion, a territory from Czechoslovakia. Remember that one? So shut your pie hole, Poland. And you don't want that western part of Ukraine because we're like brothers. You remember Iron Maiden song, We're Like Brothers? Yeah, we're just like brothers. Like we were with the Czechoslovakia, the same way. You did that treaty with the Nazi Germany, remember? And it was before Ribbentrop and Molotov. But we all know about Ribbentrop and Molotov, but not your little pact. You don't believe me? You can watch Putin calling out the Polish Prime Minister when Putin was a Prime Minister and visited Poland and said, oh, you want that? Smack, 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 punch, kicking the balls. Everybody was down. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, because the facts were on Putin's side. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.